At the top of the programme, the Jags today secured the First Division Championship and promotion to the Scottish Premier League. It's some turnaround for a team which came close to going out of business only 5 years ago. Thistle completed their title triumph against St Mirren at Love Street this afternoon, and Chick Young was there for the start of the party.
The scoreline was St Mirren 0, Partick Thistle 2, but it hardly matters at all. Goals in the first half, one from McCulloch, one from Fleming. That's the bare statistics. But the fact that really matters is that Partick Thistle are back in the Premier League. They've climbed the division. They wanted just to survive, but they've put in a performance over the season. It takes them back to the SPL. And these Thistle fans behind me, 6,000 inside the ground, celebrate. And the party starts right here and right now.
They've came good for the guys. They deserve all the success that we've got. Don't you, the guys? Magnificent, Chick.
And the players as well.
Oh, we've done great, Chick. We thought if we stay up this year, we've done a good job. We've surpassed that and we've won the title, Chick.
What about supporters?
Well, we've been like that all season, so just delighted.
What do you think about the chances now in the park? It's probably the wrong time to ask you, but in this Premier League next season, are you equipped to do a job there?
We're going to go for Europe, I think.
You've had a few adventures along the way. How does this compare?
Oh, Chick, this is right up there, because myself personally, my career when I left Drake Rovers sort of went a down slope, and I came here because they were potentially, not because they were offering more money or that, but potentially because they were a sneaking giant. And since I've been here, the club's just went from strength to strength. And the old man himself, Gaffer, he deserves everything he's got and what he's achieved, Chick. Credit to every single one of them. Even these fans here have been terrific all season.
You deserve congratulations. What a season you've had.
Yeah, that's right, but I thought we played really well today. Created a lot of chances. As I say, we had a wee bit tired legs, but that wee rest done the world of good and we're a bit sharper today.
What happens next?
I'm just going to take a break away forever and then I'll have a look at the situation. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, Chick, to be honest with you.
You couldn't have believed, John, that when you get back to Firhill that this could have happened so quickly.
This is a miracle, Chick. This is unbelievable, to be honest with you. 3.5 years ago, they're very near down and out. And they picked themselves up. Second division, first division, and now in the Premier League. We'll enjoy it, don't worry about that. The players will enjoy it.
Oh, well, that's for wee Willie with a wee bit of an accident the other week there, and he's recovered now. We're all delighted with that, and that's just a wee message of support for Willie, who couldn't be here today.
You would love to be involved in that 90 minutes, would you not?
Oh yeah, obviously we're just delighted that we've got back up to the Premier. It's a place we all want to play, and hopefully we can get back up there and do ourselves proud.
Over the support.
Support's been outstanding all season. Today's no different, and hopefully we can give them something to be happy with next season as well.
Jamie, you're a licensed old pro. You've seen scenes like this a million times, haven't you?
Well, I've seen them 3 times in 3 years. That's my first medal, so I'm absolutely delighted.
You've waited a long time for this, haven't you?
Well, I missed out on a medal last year with Livingston, unfortunately, for the amount of games I played. This year makes up for it, definitely. And a great season for the players, the manager, and this year especially the supporters after the time we went through.
This time you'd like to prove you can still do it in the SPL.
Oh yeah, I'm very young. Paul Lambert's still doing it, so can I.
Just to look at that support behind you.
Oh, they're absolutely magnificent, so they are. They've waited for this, they deserve it. They're magnificent supporters, so they are.
What's the secret of your success, John?
I couldn't tell you, Chick, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm just like anybody else. I just dip in and take a straw and hope it comes out all right, you know. But, nah, we get a togetherness about ourselves, and I think that's important. Everything's just like home sweet home to all my players and everything. And that's what we try to develop right through the club. And if you can get that spirit for the women right through the club and get it with the players, you're half roads there.
Give them a wave, John. I think they're lovely.
There's only one Johnny Lambie, Gordon. A fantastic story, isn't it?
It's an amazing story. I'm delighted for Thistle. I mean, as you said there was a club in crisis a few years back. I was involved myself in trying to help raise money for them in various functions, and they just looked as if they might get out of business. And then to turn that around there and get promotion twice in 2 seasons, find themselves in the Premier League now, is absolutely amazing, and it is down to the management of the club. I mean, the players play their part, and you need to get the players doing it, but it's getting the right management team in place that makes all the difference.
Tommy, I didn't see you joining in the "there's only one team in Glasgow" chant there from the Partick Thistle supporters, but it's an amazing comeback, isn't it, when you consider where they were just a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I think at that time, you know, Gerry Collins, a very good friend of mine, and talking to him at that time, I think there was real concerns about the club actually staying solvent. But I think, you know, once they brought Lambie back, I think he puts a sort of belief in. There's a real aura about John Lambie and Partick Thistle, and I think the supporters really relate to him. And I think once they got him back, I think the sort of upsurge started then. The belief started, and he started to pick his players, balance his team, start to win games, make them very competitive. And they've just went from strength to strength. I'm absolutely delighted for them.
And they're potentially a big club. There's a big support there, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've seen that today. You know, there's thousands there, and there's a special breed, the Partick Thistle fans. They've been so high and also so low, but they're always there, they're always supporting their club.
Once the party is over, Gordon, there will obviously be concerns about next season. It's a big step up for them, especially with all the current chaos surrounding the future of the SPL. Where's the TV money going to come from?
That's the problem. The Thistle are going up at a stage when you know, the money might not be in the game. They probably thought they were going to better things, the riches of the Premier League, but we don't know if that's going to happen yet. Livingston were up last year, but I think they had maybe a bit more money in the background in terms of people who run the club, and they've done really well. They're trying to get into Europe now. Thistle, they said they're maybe even jokingly we're going to go for Europe, but who's to say how well they might do with the spirit that's in the club? There's a nucleus. It'll be interesting to see if they keep these lads who, the nucleus that came from Livingston. They got about 6 players who were Livingston players last year, went up. Jamie Dolan was one of them, but there's another 5, I think, at the club, and they didn't get a chance to play in the Premier Division with Livingston. They came back to Thistle. We wonder if those same players will move on to another club now and get them promotion, because that's obviously what they're good at, getting their team out of the First Division. And
it's press the gamble button time to a certain extent for Thistle as well, isn't it, Tommy? Because they have to invest now and try to become a Premier team, but we've seen in the last 12 months what's happened with St Mirren. They invested a lot and crashed straight back down. Yeah, I think it's in the right hands in John Lambie, though. And I don't think that he's anybody's mug, and I think he'll look at it and he'll look at the best way possible for Partick Thistle to adapt to it, and I'm sure they'll be successful there. OK, good luck to them. Partick Thistle, First Division champions. Now to the SPL, and with champions